Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful MLK day and relaxing, getting ready for the market tomorrow. So if you're ready, let's straight. I hope you're having a wonderful MLK day and relaxing, getting ready for the market tomorrow. I can hear myself. So if you're ready, let's straight. I hope you're having a wonderful MLK day and relaxing, getting ready for the market tomorrow. I can hear myself. So if you're ready, let's straight. I hope you're having a wonderful MLK day and relaxing, getting ready for the market tomorrow. I can hear myself. So if you're ready, let's straight. I hope you're having a wonderful. All right, I think I'm good, guys. Technical difficulties. That's why this is what happens when you're on live TV, guys. Live TV. This is Monday Night Raw, guys. This is how we do it. Monday Night Raw live TV. All right. Do you guys still hear the echo? Are we good? Hit me with a 1 if we're good. Shout out to all the Trading Wars Army members in the building. Let me go to the Twitter. Let's get some people out here to get educated. Okay, let's do it. So right here, live now. Let's get ready to bank tomorrow. Boom. All right. So as you guys can see, my friends, we're here, first of all, with the Trading Wars Golden Indicators. And I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go through all the charts. We're going to do all of our fun stuff today. But everything that we're going to do here, guys, is based on these free indicators. It really helps to make the charts clean. So please, if you do not have these free indicators on your chart, please add them to your chart. I'm going to post them in the link right now. Okay, they're free. Okay, I created this with a vision to make sure to help people just simplify trading. And one of the things is just focusing on specific patterns. So go ahead, add the indicator. So when you go there, it's going to say add to favorites. Just click add to favorites. Right now it says remove for me because I already have it on, but you're going to be able to add it. I think we have 3,500 likes, which is pretty good. And we got a lot of people that use it. Okay. So now let's go ahead and let's go to the actual charts and let's make this happen. Okay. So here we go. I'm just gonna pull up another Tradingview right here. And I'm going to start off with my watch list. Then I'm going to go ahead and look at yours, your requests, and then we're going to make this happen today. Okay, so here we go, Apple. So one of the things I've been doing, guys, I'm not sure if you are familiar, but I am working with Trendspider. And there's something that caught my eyes with Trendspider. And I'm really, really intrigued with their raindrop candles. Okay, so hit me with a 2 if you're familiar with these raindrop candles. But for those of you that that have been following me for a long time, you know that I like to trade inside bars, and I love to trade consolidating patterns. And this raindrop candle is not an inside bar. But what it is, it's basically representing volume being stuck in the middle of the bar. So what I'm thinking, the way that so you can use it however you want, but the way that I want to use it is it's essentially showing me that the average price, okay, is stuck in the middle here, and the volume is stuck in the middle, so it means indecision. Okay, so indecision. So that's how I want to use these patterns, as indecisions. And these are extremely rare patterns. I'm just looking back here. This is NVIDIA on the weekly, right? This is NVIDIA on the weekly here. And you can see the last time we had some of these patterns, guys, were back in 2020. And we got some pretty big moves. So I'm still doing my due diligence here and investigating these. But I'm super excited to share this with you guys because I think there's a lot of potential here. And I just wanted to go ahead and share with you guys. So we had NVIDIA, Adobe, beautiful one right there. Okay. And we had American Airlines. And I have a few more that I'm going to go ahead and discuss more. But I want you guys to do me a favor. And for those of you that use Trendspider, obviously, you know, I have my own discount code. I'm a partner, et cetera, et cetera. But I feel like I want your help to just bring this up to them, guys, that we're, you know, you guys know what I do. You know, I build systems. I put my own money, thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. I trade my own money to make sure things work before I bring it to the community. And I'm super excited about this, but I just need some support from you guys. Let them know, hey, to support Rich with them and their platform. Let's do some collaborations. Let's bring the knowledge to the people, instead of, you know, instead of some of these weird things that they're doing with other streamers and just in general, guys. Like, I feel like there's a good edge here because essentially what we're doing is looking for consolidation. And consolidation is always the best because the option premiums are always going to be cheaper, and it's always going to give us a better risk to reward than chasing highs, than chasing lows. Instead of doing all of that, let's keep it simple. Let's focus on consolidation where we can get the best deal, because trading is always about getting the best deal. Always about getting the best deal. Yeah, so there's an explanation around it, guys, but essentially it's just basically showing consolidation. That's all you need to know. That's the best way to think about these things. You know, I like to keep things as simple as possible. Okay, so let's go to the chart here and let me write down. So, you know, we're trying to find picks that are about to blow, right? That's what we're trying to do. So when we are looking for big option plays, right, we need to have a pattern first. And that's where I use my indicators. We need to have a pattern. And the trading works patterns that I use, you guys know what they are: inside, outside, holy grail, nirvana, doubles. Okay, I'm looking for these. And the reason why, guys, is these patterns are easy to scan. They represent a period of consolidation, and it allows us to get in with a strict set of rules that we can replicate over and over and over again. If we don't have specific rules and patterns that we look for, then we will be chasing the market all over the place and we'll be gambling. And that's just the truth. If you don't have a strategy, if you don't have a system, you're just gambling, and eventually, doesn't matter how much times you win, you will lose your money because you're playing a game where the odds are not in your favor. Okay? So what I want to see is I want to see one of these patterns for me to initiate a trade. And the primary time frames are weekly, daily, 4 hour, and we can also do 2-day, 3-day, right? You want to get the bigger time frames you can, the biggest time frames you can, because if something's consolidating on a weekly chart, guys, that's one whole week of consolidation. That's killing option premiums, guys. You know, those are going to be great opportunities. All right. So hit me with a 2 if you're following me so far. So what we're trying to do here is we're trying to find our patterns and we can trade because we know we have an edge and we know that the option premiums are getting hit, because you want to come in when the option premiums are cheap. You never want to come in when they're expensive. Always, always, always when they're cheap. All right. So back to the list here, guys. Let me pull up my picks and then let me go ahead and look at yours and give you some feedback. So like I said, the raindrop patterns, NVIDIA, Adobe, American Airlines, all on the weekly. I'm willing to show you guys a scan right now with Trendspider for the daily, but let's leave that a little bit to later because I don't want to confuse you guys. So let's keep going here. The next one here, guys, is 2-day consolidation. This is very important. So one thing that I really like about Tradingview, guys, is we have custom time frames. This is very important. I'm telling you, this is very important, guys, because there's usually, imagine a chart has been consolidating for 2 days in a row versus 1 day. That's It's not, it doesn't mean it's a higher win rate, but what it means is that there's more trap traders. Okay. So if there are more trap traders, now all of a sudden, guys, when that move comes, it could be that much more explosive. All right. So let's just look at this. So Apple, guys, we have the 2-day chart inside bar. So that's one of my plays. So how we're going to trade this? Well, we're going to look for the triggers, break above, break below. That's one method. Or we can go ahead and drill down tomorrow. We could go down to an hourly chart with that range, something like this. Okay. And then look at these fibs, look at these smaller time frames for even better risk to reward opportunities. Okay. So let's just do a quick case study here. Just look at Apple. So these 2-day inside bars, the last one we had was this Holy Grail, which was a nice pop. This inside bar, nice scalp here. Back down here, guys. This was the start of a big run, right? This one was a failure. This one was a scalp, nothing too much. And then these ones here, guys, chopped for a while back in 2021, but you could still scalp those intradays easily. And so just looking at the performance of the 2-day inside bars, we definitely have at least a 50-50 shot. And that's all we want, because if we're right, and we have a 2-to-1 risk to reward, how many times out of 100 do we need to win? So let's just keep this simple. Let's say you have a 50-50 chance and you take Apple and you take a bunch of other stocks. So every time you win $1,000. Every time you lose $500. Okay, that's 2-to-1. So your winners are double your losers. How many trades out of 100 do you need to win in order to make a profit? What's the answer? And this is really the way to think about trading, more from a mathematical perspective than a feeling perspective or an emotional perspective. It should always be mathematically based, okay? Because that's what money is. Money is based on math. So I see everyone in there, 34, correct. So if we take 100 2-day bars and we hit 34 out of 100 with a 2-to-1 risk to reward, that's all we need to make money. And I need you to write that down, because that is what trading is really about. 34 out of 100 is that magic sweet spot. Okay. And there's many ways to improve your risk to reward. You can have a trailing stop loss. You can scale out. There's so many other ways. So those are all personal preferences. But the goal is try to make sure that your winners are close to double your losers. So we had Apple, AMD, really nice picks here, guys. AMD with a beautiful outside bar, guys. I love this outside bar because it broke the low and the high of this last bar, which is a really good trap. And we can just look. The last time we had a 2-day outside bar, beautiful push down. This one we had a Holy Grail, a little bit of a push, nothing too much. This one was a failure. And then this one was a nice push down. So you could see, guys, like, I'm not trying to create some mumbo jumbo stuff. I'm just looking at the past history. And this is the same things that I do on SPY in order to make money, guys. Same thing. Just looking at the past patterns, keep it simple and just execute. Just understand that everything is going to be a 50-50. And what you're trying to do is when you hit it, you got to hit it and you got to win it. Okay. Next, we have ATVI. Another tight inside bar here on the 2-day. So same type of scenario here, guys. ATVI has been getting beat up lately, so could be a nice little relief spot. And then the last one we have here is Bank of America. So beautiful Nirvana pattern, guys. So this is a very rare pattern. The last time we had one was back in December of 2020. So this is a 2-day inside followed by a 2-day outside bar. And I really like this one, Bank of America, because it is sitting at all-time highs, or, well, recent all-time highs in the last basically 10 years. So that's going to be a critical point, and we're coming up against this major pivot, which is in 07, right? So that big crisis, okay? So we're not too far from that. So there's a lot to happen here with this setup. There's a lot going on here. Because if we do start to turn and start to break through that roof, there's no resistance above, but we can very easily start to pull back as well. So that's why we have the patterns, and we're going to drill down, right? Remember what I wrote in my book? We're going to drill down and we're going to look for entries on the 5-minute, on the hourly, wherever we can get an entry. We're going to go there, or we're going to take a trigger. So from that list, guys, right here, Apple, AMD, ATVI, and Bank of America, what do you guys think which one do you guys think has the most potential? Which one do you guys think has the most potential? So the main thing, guys, always remember is just come in, take your pattern, it works or it doesn't work, and you move on. That's it. So there's earnings. You can see right here, earnings coming up. So 18th of January. So if you want to get in a little bit before earnings, guys, you can look to play some of these patterns if there's time, or what you can do is let earnings play out, then see where did we break triggers to the above, did we break triggers below, and then trade off of that. So I see a lot of people with Bank of America, a lot of people with Apple. Yeah. So earnings is always a gamble. Don't get me wrong. But if you could get in to a good play, mix and lock in some profits and then leave a little bit on for earnings, that's a good way of being exposed. But make sure you already locked in some profits. Or if you want to wait for earnings to settle down, and once that's done, you go on to the next part. You look for the next leg, up or down. That's also a great opportunity as well. So what we're going to do here, guys, is I'm just going to go to this tweet from earlier. I'm going to look at your chart requests, not all of them. I'm going to pick a few just because it's going to be impossible to look at all of them. And then what we're going to do here, guys, is I'm also going to pick some from the chat, and I'm just going to talk to you about how you want to look at these and the opportunities you need to look for in order to make decisions with the options and looking for the best plays, etc. So first and foremost, guys, on all of my posts, man, these people have been replying. Like, I can't see it, right? But there's accounts, fake Trading Wars accounts, that are replying to you guys on these posts and saying, hey, DM me on Telegram, blah, blah, blah. Okay, guys, I don't have Telegram anymore, and I don't have Instagram anymore because of all the fraud and all the fake accounts. I only have this Twitter, and I will never DM you, period, and never ask you for anything. Everything only goes through tradingwars.com, period. Nothing goes through anything else. So I'm trying my best to control this, but obviously Twitter doesn't care because I've submitted all of my documents 4 or 5 times and they just don't care. They don't care about you, your safety. They don't care that people are getting scammed. So I'm doing my best. And every day there's new fake accounts that keep coming up. So please don't respond to anybody in Telegram and all that bullshit. Just stay away and be safe. Okay? It's very difficult for me. If sometimes I delete my posts because as soon as I post, all the scammers are up on it. Like when you guys comment, they're like, "Oh, message me on Telegram for Bitcoin." Like, man, it's disheartening because I'm trying my best, and obviously no one cares. Anyways, so let's start off with this brother here on Microsoft. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start off with this brother here, Mandar from Microsoft. So I'm gonna pick one from each person. Let's look at Microsoft. So the way you want to start off here, guys, go to the weekly first, okay? The monthly bar is not completed yet, and it's not going to be complete to the end of January. So normally what I want to see here on the weekly is how do you differentiate between your real account and a fake account? I'm never going to ask you for anything, period. Everything goes through tradingwars.com. I will never ask you to join Telegram. I'll never ask you to Instagram. I'll never tell you to send me money for Bitcoin. I'll never do any of that crap. I'll never message you, period. Period. Okay? So the way you differentiate is look at the ID. It's gonna be like Trading Wars 0 or Trading Wars SS, something like that. I'm the only Trading Wars, period. Okay? All right, so here we go. So there's no initial pattern set up here, guys, but what I do see is a beautiful Fibonacci. I'm going to take it from the low to the high, and that's just a beautiful spot right here. So we pull back to the 618 right here. So if you were aggressive with the 618, you would already be long. Okay, you already be long in this position with the limit order already in. Right now, guys, this candle, even though it's not one of our patterns, because it's sitting on the 618, we can treat it like a trigger candle. So we can go ahead and take the break above or below for the long or short, or we can drill down, like I talk about in my books. We can drill down on Tuesday and look for opportunities. So Microsoft is in a very important spot because this 618 is either going to be the next push up for the next leg, or we're going to have a little fake out and a push back down for a deeper retracement. All right. So Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the daily. So I don't see anything there. Hourly, nothing there. 2-day, nothing there. So I'm looking for the patterns because the patterns are going to give me an entry. And without the patterns, I can always default back to the Fibonacci, but I want to make sure that it's a clean fib. And this is definitely a clean one here, guys. So we're going to keep an eye on this going forward. You know, and you guys know that I'm a big time investor in Microsoft. I bought Microsoft many years ago. I love playing Microsoft as much as I can, but I'm always willing to flip if I need to. Okay, always. So let's look at this next one here from Atrius BBIG. Okay, I don't really play this name at all, but let's take a look at it. So we can see, guys, like this is just a highly manipulated stock, right? Like I don't play this at all because it's basically a pump and dump bullshit. So we're gonna stay away from that because I don't promote that stuff, guys. I don't want you to put your hard-earned capital into something which is gambling. You might as well go to the casino and put your money in the slots. All right. So here we go here on the weekly. So we have a nice little doji on SPY, the daily, and the hourly. We don't have any swing setups right now. But we definitely will be day trading SPY because we have the, we have the SPY trading room. We'll be trading that all day long. But from a swing trade perspective, nothing has caught my attention right now. So we're just going to pass on that one. And we're going to move on. Let's look at Fubo. So what do you guys think? Honest opinion. Do you prefer looking for a specific pattern to trade? Hit me with a 1. Or do you prefer to just, focus on, let's say like what's trending? Hit me with a 2. So hit me with a 1 if you like okay, I get a pattern. If I don't get a pattern, I pass. Hit me with a 2 if you prefer, okay, well, this one is in the news. This one's happening. I want to be around this one. Okay. So Fubo weekly, nothing. The last time we had a trade set up on Fubo was that weekly outside bar, which was a nice push down. I remember calling that one out. Daily, nothing. Hourly, nothing. 2-day, nothing. So I would definitely pass on this one until we get a new setup. Okay, so let's continue. Tesla. So here we are on the 2-day chart with Tesla. So this is a beautiful pick right here, guys. A nice outside bar trap. It's a beautiful trap because you can see we broke to the upside and we broke to the downside. And as soon as we broke either side, we pulled back in. So now we're back in the middle here. This is a very powerful pattern. You just look at the past 2-day outside bars. Definitely had good momentum. So very good pick here, guys. Put this on the radar for Tesla. Very great. Let's look at Viacom. Okay, nothing on the 2-day, weekly, monthly, nothing, daily, hourly, nothing. So this one, just going to pass, brother. Don't want to force something unless we see the pattern, okay, or the fib. So XOM, weekly, nice breakout. Don't think there's anything else here. Daily, 1 hour, nothing. So we're going to move on. ABT. All right. So nothing on the 1 hour, daily, nothing, weekly, nothing, 2-day, nothing. This is sitting on a fib though, definitely. I could see it right here. If we take from the last swing low here and pull it up to the swing high, right on the 786, nice little pop. Okay. So again, you could treat this bar as a pattern. You could take the break above, break below, drill down, nice little Fibonacci bounce. Looks, definitely can take a trade on a fib. There's nothing wrong with that, especially since we got the 786. All right, NVIDIA we talked about. Let's do PLTR, Disney, PLTR. Nothing on there. Weekly, nothing. Daily, nothing. Man, this one's gotten beat up bad, man. After everybody was pumping this shit, got beat up pretty bad. It's sad to see those stuff sometimes because I know some of my followers that are getting burnt on listening to the drama. It's pretty sad to see that. Weekly, nothing on Disney. 2-day, nothing. So 2-day, this one was a great trade, man. I wish I was scanning this, but I did not. But look at that. Beautiful double 2-day inside bar. This is how you would trade it, right? Same thing. That's what I'm going to show you guys. Take the breakdown. Bam. Beautiful. So We're going to try to pay more attention on these patterns so that we can be aware when they come, and then we can share them with everybody. But otherwise in that, I do not see anything else. KO. So a lot of these are the same. KO. Let's do KO. Coca-Cola, guys, is going to be one of my picks on the daily here, guys. We have a nice outside bar. So that's one of my picks for tomorrow. I'm going to post that right after. Nice little outside bar at all-time highs. Pretty clean, guys. So when we have plays like this at all-time highs, you know, either if the market wants to cooperate and go pretty bullish, we can just rip straight up. So these are like the market leaders that you need to pay attention to. So Coca-Cola, nice little play here, guys. Like that one, definitely. Baba. Okay, Baba, monthly, weekly, daily, 2-day. Not okay, here we go. So we have a tight inside bar on the 2-day. Baba's a high-risk stock right now, guys. You guys know that these stocks have been getting beat up really bad, but it's a nice little pattern, a lot of consolidation. So we want to go ahead here, guys. Like this is a good spot to try if you want to go ahead and try. You know, something that I've been learning about recently and trying to always expand my trading circle is you know, if you want to buy shares, I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm not that familiar with it, but I'm gonna ask you guys. So let's say you want to hold Baba long term and you buy shares. Like you could, obviously it's been beaten up, right? We could see that. So you could go ahead and buy some shares right now, right? And you know, if you buy some shares right now, guys, you can sell some covered calls, right? So you can accumulate a share position down here, and you can start selling some covered calls up here, right back at these resistances up here, and you can start banking on some of that premium if you want to hold this thing long term, right? Anybody have any familiarity with covered calls? Hit me with a 1. Hit me with a 1 if you guys have any familiarity with those covered call strategy. I mean, I haven't done it before, and I'm gonna start doing it because I have a good bit of shares in different companies, and I want to try it out, and I want to share it with you guys, see how it goes. Let me take the risk first, right? Let me take the risk, and let me tell you what happens, and I'll share my profit and loss with you guys, and then we'll go from there. Don't do anything that you're not familiar with. Let me try it first. That's why I'm here, right? So I would say something like this, guys. If we go here to the weekly on Baba, you could see that we're at this major support right here, 131, right down here. And, you know, we're pretty much, man, not far from those initial lows back in the day, right? So if you want to start accumulating a position around here, guys, and start selling some cover calls, that might be a good play. And that's something that I'm going to be looking into. That's going to be something I'm going to be looking into. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be with Baba because I'm not really a big believer. But definitely like Microsoft and PayPal, all the other shares that I own, Amazon, Netflix, all those tech that I have, DraftKings, different ones, I'll be looking into playing those. Let's keep it rolling. Home Depot. Okay. Weekly, nothing. Daily, nothing. 2-day, beautiful. Nirvana on the 2-day. This is a powerful pattern, guys. Really powerful. You see the size of that outside bar here? So this could be a bigger swing play here. The big 2-day bar. A lot of selling pressure off of this kind of double top up here, guys. So be ready to, you know, look for this. This could be a major pivot for Home Depot for the rest of the year, potentially. Yep. And, you know, this is what can happen, right? We gap up, see, we gap up here, we push up, we try to push again, and we fail. And check this out, right at the highs, guys, there was an outside bar, right? So this is what I mean by just focusing on the patterns. Okay, we have an outside bar, breaks the low, okay, short, bam, 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 take it down, right? And that's what we're trying to replicate over and over and over and over again. That's all we're trying to replicate. Here we go. What else do we have here? So let's pick one for this brother. So we did ATVI, Procter Gamble, brother. I'm going to post that soon. Let's look at DE. So 2-day, nothing. Weekly, nice tight inside bar. Yeah, I see definitely some potential here. Very, very tight inside bar. So this is either going to blow the roof off or it's going to just be a fake out. So nice little setup here, brother. Definitely looking at that too. Let's see for this brother here, Etsy. So weekly, 2-day, daily, 1 hour. So yeah, so nothing on Etsy that I see right now. I would just be patient and wait for another setup. So Rich, for the stocks you own for the long term, like Microsoft, are you protecting with puts to protect your unrealized gains? Yeah, sometimes I buy puts, but I just generally buy puts on the index, just like SPY. Because when I trade in the SPY room, like I'll show you guys, right? When I trade in the SPY room with members, I am buying puts. And so essentially by me day trading and swing trading, I'm basically hedging my long-term portfolio as well, if that makes sense. Hit me with the one if that makes sense. So for example, the last swing puts that I took were the 476 puts, January 14, and took those from 471 to 1438, right? So even it's good when I take puts in my day trading and my swing trading because I'm essentially offsetting my long-term portfolio. So that's why it's so powerful to have a mixture of strategies, because let's say you have a long-term portfolio and you get hit one day, but you're making good money from day trading because you're shorting. So you're basically hedging yourself, right? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, so there we go. So now what I'm going to do here, guys, let me just pick a few. So Trading Wars Army members, anybody with the green in their name, I just want to thank you so much for being here. Trading Wars Army members, you guys have any requests? And then we'll take some requests from everybody else. So any chart requests, just to summarize, guys. So what we're looking for is a pattern that we can trade. We want a simple pattern, right, that we can replicate over and over and over again. We really want to trade like a machine, guys. Like we want to trade like a machine, and we want to have no attachment to the position, and we just want to let the math behind the trade do what it's got to do. Okay, let the math do its thing. You don't want to overcomplicate anything. All right, so for brother here, Jonathan, let's throw him up on the screen. What's going on, brother? So he wants to look at Moderna, so let's take a look. So we'll start off here with the weekly for Moderna. Moderna has been getting beat up a little bit, right? 2-day, nothing. Daily, nothing. Hourly, nothing. One thing that did catch my attention on the weekly is we definitely have some Fibonacci action here going on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and draw this Fibonacci. I'm going to take it from this Holy Grail and I'm going to pull it up. So you could see, right? Moderna has tried already to hold the 786. And even when we came to the 786, we had a nice inside bar. So we tried, and you could see the algorithm stepping in and pushing it, but it's not been sustained, because while this bull algorithm is going on, guys, there's always going to be the other side. And that's what I talk about in my book. I call that the opposing leg. And let's draw the opposing leg right here, guys, from the high to the low here. And you can see, so the bear is right here on the 50. The bear is here, right? So we have a battle between the bull algo and the bear, and one of them is going to win. And right now it looks like the bear algo is winning a bit. So the bulls need to flatten out. They need to flatten this out and start turning around. If they don't, then they're in danger of retesting these lows back here. So just got to be careful here. There's a lot of algos in here, and you can see it clearly. You go to a higher time frame and you can see it. So Adriana, what's going on? Procter and Gamble. Yeah, so Procter and Gamble is a hot pick. If we go to the daily, we had this pretty crazy pattern. Actually, I have not seen this one before in a long time, especially on the daily chart. So we have an inside, outside, outside. So we have a nirvana into another outside. I mean, it's all it means, guys, is traps. Trap, 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 trap. Anytime someone goes long, they get trapped. Anytime someone goes short, they get trapped. So this pattern is going to look to conclude itself in this coming week. So this is a very nice pick to have on the radar. Melly, Pfizer. Yep. So Pfizer is a big pick going into this week, guys, with that weekly tight inside bar. So I have Pfizer ready to go in the swing room with my members. I'm gonna be hitting this one hard, and hopefully we can catch it, because I think it's a great opportunity. Nice inside bar on the weekly, pressing up against all-time highs after a nice little pullbacks. LRCX. LRCX. Okay, so brother here said OB on the daily. Let's go take it out. Boom. So Lamb Research Corporation. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with these tickers, brother. I don't really trade these names, but yeah, I mean, that is a pretty crazy outside bar. There's been a lot going on in the stock. You could see, like, look at the range. High 730, low 681. So that is a huge, huge range. So, from here, when we kind of either break above or break below, that could be a major pivot point for the rest of the year. When we have big, big bars, a lot of times they can be major pivot points. Just a quick question, Michael. Does it matter that Tradingview is showing an inside bar in the 2 chart, but Thinkorswim is not showing an inside bar? Yes, so they're a little bit different, Tradingview and Thinkorswim. I always use Tradingview as my primary platform because the way they calculate the days are a little bit different. All of my back testing is always based on Tradingview, not Thinkorswim. So I always use Tradingview, right? But if you find an edge with Thinkorswim, by all means, you can definitely trade that. All right. All right, so let's pick some people from the chat now. So anyone from the chat, go ahead and let me know what you want to look at. So we have this brother here, Shri, CRM, and AMD. So let's look at AMD together. Actually, I think we did look at AMD. So let's look at CRM. So weekly, okay, nothing from a bar perspective. That is a major Fibonacci for sure. Let's go ahead and look at the other time frames. 2-day, nice tight inside bar. So this would be how I would play CRM. Break above long, break below short. Very simple. Or drill down on a 5-minute tomorrow and look for some plays within this range. Okay. And all these guys I talk about in my book. Let's do this as an example here. So let's do CRM. Let's do this together. So here's the 2-day range. Because we're on the 2-day and not the daily, I would recommend pretty much looking at a 15-minute chart. So let's just talk about this one in detail. So if we have this 2-day range, right, and we can go down to the 15. So you guys tell me, right? For those that have the book, get your pen and pad out. How would you go ahead? What are the different ways to trade this one? Tell me. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? How can we take advantage of this? So here's the 2-day range, right? Let's write this down, okay? So the first thing we can do is take the triggers. So break above or below the range. Okay, do that. We can do an opening range breakout on the 15-minute or hourly. Okay, we can take a fractal trade, or we can hit this with Fibonacci. So this is so basically, guys, on Tuesday, so the first 15-minute bar, you can let it close, and then you can take the break of that. So if it breaks long, you go long. If it breaks short, you go short. Or you can wait for these white lines to break, or you can just wait for another inside bar or outside bar pattern here. Or you can just take this stack of Fibonacci like this, and then you can start playing the fibs, right? So you can come back, let's say we tag. So when we come to these fibs, you can use these as support or resistance. And then you just look for the price action confirmation on those Fibonacci, and you can take those. All right. So there you go. So most of you guys got that. That's amazing. Thank you. So I know you guys have been studying, but for anyone new, guys, if you're interested, what I talk about, the drill down, I'm referring to this book, the Stock Options Trading, this book. All right. All of those methods and examples are here for anybody interested. But let's keep this on the list. And then let's go ahead and look at, we'll go back and look at this, how this plays out throughout the week. All right. All right. So what else do we have here? I'm going to take a few more and then we're going to wrap it up, guys. So HTZ. So go to the weekly. All right. So this is Hertz, right? So I just don't like a lot of the manipulation I see here. You see these long, big wicks. I don't like that at all because that shows me a lot of manipulation. But what I will say here is a tight holy grail on the weekly. So it is a very high risk trade, but definitely there's a lot of reward potential here. So I like the holy grail setup. It's, it's a very rare pattern. You could definitely take that break above below and give it a shot, but just be careful because you can see all the manipulation in here. So just be careful. What else? Boeing. Questing for one. Thank you, brother. And from KK, thank you, brother. Boeing, weekly, nothing, daily, nice tight inside bar right there. It's a beautiful one. So same thing, drill down. Here's the range, high and low, trigger, fib, a lot of different opportunities. The inside bar just lets us know that this thing has been consolidating and it's ready to do something. Because generally after inside bars, we have good moves. All right, that's all it's showing. We don't have to complicate it. Rob with TSM. Let's see. Yeah, so TSM was one of my swing picks. Nice weekly outside bar here, guys. This could be a nice long-term play. If we break right through the roof here, guys, we could just keep going because there's no ceiling. There's no ceiling here. So TSM looking really good. And let's do one more. So that was Rob. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you. Let's do one more. Boom, 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 boom. I see a lot of boing, boing, boing. So here we go. We'll do this Bravo D-Dog, and then we'll do Madavi, a Trading Wars Army member. We will do those two. So LCID. LCID, weekly, daily, hourly. Don't really, I mean, that's a tight inside bar, but it's too small, I would say, to play. I don't really see anything here, brother. Unfortunately, I don't see any setups. So just going to pass on that. Let's do D-Dog. D-Dog, 2-day, weekly, daily. Don't really see anything. I think I see something here. Not really. So this fib looks like it's dead, but there's an extension here. Let's draw the extension together. So if we take the Fibonacci here from the high to the low, right? So we came, we pushed down, we traded to the 618, and we pulled to the 272. And this right here, guys, this area is always a great reversal zone. So the 272 to the 50 right here is always a great reversal zone. So I will say that D-Dog is in a sweet spot right here for a nice reversal play. So definitely, if you want to give it a shot, it's definitely reasonable here. I like that. I like when the Fibonacci is completed because you know that there are algorithms that could be dumping and could be done with their short, and then the bulls could step in. So keep an eye on that. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's it. I want to wrap it up here. I appreciate you. Let's see. Someone's asking about Uber. Let's see. On the weekly. Yeah, so here with Uber, we had the Nirvana last week. So we are triggered in here. It depends on how you played it. If your stop loss is above the Nirvana, then you're still in the play, right? And you pretty much break even because you would have been triggered right around here somewhere. And you basically still be waiting. I believe, let me check here. Yeah. So I was more aggressive with Uber. I went here on the daily chart and I tried to get in. I tried to get in long early. So I think I got in long right around here. And you could see, guys, I got a little push and then a reverse. So I'm already out of that position. But if you're playing the Nirvana strictly here, this play is still in play. Broke the low, still hanging around with that stop up there. Okay. So let's see how that plays out. But for me personally, I took a loss on that one. Just, I wanted it to go right away so I could get a good risk reward. And unfortunately, it didn't. All right. So that's it for me. And I am going to call it a day here. 43 minutes in. It's always fun when I'm hanging out with you guys. Always trying to give you guys some knowledge, some education, and just have a great week. Let's just go and have a great week. So I will be live tomorrow in the SPY room going through all the SPY plays, all the day trades and the swing trades. We're going to go ahead. And then tomorrow, guys, like I said, I started the midday options power play room. So the midday scan that I've been doing, I'm going to also be looking to take some nice option plays on the hourly chart. And I'm specifically going to be looking for options that have been decayed so that I can come in and get a good deal. So I'm excited for that tomorrow. And hopefully it goes well. Like everything is not going to be a winner, obviously, but I'm hoping that we catch a few home runs and those will, keep us good for the week. And if you guys want to join any one of those rooms, guys, you can purchase any one of my 3 books, the Fib book, SPY book, or the stock book, and you'll get 1 month for free in any of the rooms. If not, guys, you could sign up right here for any of the rooms directly. But I'm really excited for tomorrow. I know a lot of people are. So I've been trying to add as much value as I can. So I just added this midday options to the stock room because I felt like I wanted to do some more for the people in the stock room. All right. So thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you, and I will give you an update tomorrow on all the trades and how they go. Be looking to play some covered calls myself tomorrow, and hopefully make some money. So thank you so much for your time, and have a great evening. And I will catch you on the other side. Take care. Wait, wait. Before we leave, so yesterday I did a winner. I gave away a book and a free month for the top comment on one of my videos. So I did a winner yesterday. So I, as I promised, guys, every Sunday I'm gonna pick a winner for the top comment on one of my videos. I'm gonna pick it at random. So please go ahead and comment on this video. I'm gonna end the broadcast. You comment on this video. I kind of want you guys to comment about the covered calls because I'm really interested in that. Um, I'm really interested in this covered call strategy. So just comment and let me know. Have you done it before? What do you think about it? Is it a good strategy? How much percentage return have you made, et cetera, et cetera? And let me dig into it and let me try it out, and I'll bring the results back to you guys and share with each other as a community and just keep helping each other out. All right. Thank you so much for your time, guys. Don't forget to comment. You have a chance to win. All right. I'm always giving back to you guys. All right. So help me out. Thank you very much. Take care.